So these pins are the ones I was kind of worried about. They had the most mass, and I was like, man, is that solid gold? Because that would be a lot of weight. These ones here, these little enders. But I don't think it is. It's trying to dissolve through that. There might be something that nitrix won't dissolve in there. But I've added another dose and I'm gonna let it go. It's working, trying to work in there. See those bubbles coming out? It's eating something inside, but we got gold leaf all in there. And we got 2 of those pins. They're both acting the exact same. If they were solid gold from those shafts up, we're gonna have a huge yield. Way bigger than I thought. I mean, it might be. Look, it's clean on that end. Very well, maybe. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. I'll let it roll here. There's not a lot of fumes. These are my test samples. That's why I'm doing this. Alright, we've got a little bit of nitric in here, some hydrochloric acid, and we're going to turn the heat up and dissolve those little flakes.
All right, it's big boy time. We've got no messing around. We got the pins. We got the weight. Let's get an analytical weight on this stuff here. For all you math nerds, we've got about just barely over 100 grams. Just barely. That many. There's 100 grams. It was actually double that. It was like 253 grams with the springs and all the other stuff before I took it out. So we got 100 grams plus a little bit more. All right, so here's my realistic reality. I expect either 1% or 0.5% of yield from these pins. Do the math. Time to melt.
All right. We got our pins. Probably way too much for this size beaker. It's all right. We're not afraid. All right. There's silicone and junk. I have not cleaned these pins at all. Just giving you a heads up. That's a lot of material for the speaker. As you can tell, I'm not very comfortable with what's going on here. But I'm going for low volume. Low volume is what I'm after. I don't want this thing full of liquid. So I'm gonna add a little bit of nitric, a little bit of nitric, a little bit of nitric, a little bit of nitric until this thing gets going. It's gonna be very violent. All right, here we go. What I'm measuring, I don't care. I really don't care. It's analytical chemistry here. That's about 25 mil, 30 mil. About 45 milliliters of nitric acid. Look at that, just immediately going into action. And hopefully we don't get a boil over. If we do, we're gonna have some crazy fucking video footage. Alright, so here's the deal. This right here, this beaker, is gonna take a long time. Hours. Hours. There's gold floating around, you can see it. See those little glimmers of gold right there? Oh, it's hot. Right there, it's flashing down. That's all gold flake. We're dissolving the copper and other base metals inside these pins, leaving the gold flake behind. It's gonna take a long time. YouTube wants to see this live. Vendetta Prospecting Shorts. We're going live right now. That's why we're cutting this. Alright, as you can see, we've got our gold floating around here. There's a little bit undissolved still, but look at all that. See all that? That's all gold. But there's a little bit more at the bottom we still need to dissolve. So I'm going to filter this out, leave all the heavy stuff at the bottom, and add more nitric acid. Alright, we added more nitric in here. She's a rolling back again. And we're filtering as well. All that nasty gunk.
Alright, and again, I'm not wearing a mask. This has been cooking for quite a while. You know, at least an hour since I checked in with you last. Show you what this looks like. Let's bring you in here. Let me get you a gander. Look at all that gold in there. It looks like a lot, but it's not. Now, let's look down in here. And take our stirring rod. Okay, and those are still fairly solid. Okay, so we're gonna need another nitric acid boil. So I'm gonna pull some of this stuff off here into our filter. And we're gonna add another dose of nitric. All right, that's what you're gonna see here next. Pour it off. Drop down. 200 ml. All right. That's what we got. Late night refining. Late night gold refining. Now I'm gonna add some nitric, so I'm putting my mask back on.
All right. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's the last dose we'll need. That's like 50 milliliters of nitric. Way more than we'll need for the rest of this. And that'll be my last split. Just for those little bitties right there on the bottom. That's what I'm spending that little bit of nitric on, right there.
All right, this is definitely a different day, and these are both of our filters, and we're gonna try to attempt to get all these foils melted or dissolved here in some aqua regia, and gonna have to do that a couple times. All right,
all right, we're gonna add some hydrochloric acid here. There's our gold foils. Alright. Get that heated on up. And we're going to add just a couple milliliters of nitric. And that should be enough to get us going here. Alright, we've been bubbling away. I'm going to do my first little filter here. And at least check in on it. Wash the sides down. The aqua regia dissolved all the gold that was stuck to the side. We got a bunch of that silicone stuff in here. So, as expected, and it looks like it's pretty much all dissolved. So we'll go ahead and top it off here. Another dose of HCl. And a couple more squirts of nitric. Maybe one. Maybe 1.5. And that'll be plenty. All right. Cool. Looks good. All right. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, check it out. That's our gold right there. Now, before I go jumping to any conclusions and giving you my thoughts on this process, let's get this melted down into a bead. Don't touch, don't touch. Come here, Lolo. Come here. Come here, Lolo. I gotta close it. Close it, close it. Got it. I think this is what we call the moment of truth. There's a little bit of gold waste in the beakers and stuff, or excuse me, gold powder still. Couldn't get it all out. It was just suspended in solution. There's a little bit of a breeze coming in. 0.435. 0.435. There's a little tiny bit of contamination on there. The bottom of it looks great. I'm gonna go with 0.440. I'm gonna go with, you know, close to 99% pure. Definitely not 3.9's fine. The wind's really messing with it now. Getting bigger and smaller. We're going with 0.44. All right.